today's bazaar. Today we are presenting KK Thali as a business opportunity. KK Thali is one such amazing Gujarati restaurant, a trendsetter in Rajkot. Different cooking approaches and spice combinations are used to prepare various food, each with its distinct flavor. To discuss more on this, I have Mr. Karthik Raja with me, who is the owner of this brand. A very warm welcome to you, Mr. Raja, and thank you for joining us. I would like you to give more insight into your journey so far. Over to you.
And the brand origin is from Rajkot. And we have been running this business since last 2 decades, precisely from 2001. And our Thali restaurant is quite famous in Rajkot. And I've done my hotel management from Switzerland. And I've been running other restaurants also, like Crunchy Republic and Cookies and Cream Bakery. They have been also running successfully in Rajkot since last 10 years. So the main thought behind expanding this brand, KK Thali, was in nowadays we see many brands going for self-service, fast food restaurants, and quick service outlets, which promote Western culture or culture which is quite new to our traditions. KK Thali enriches and goes through and tries to serve our rich Indian heritage through services on the table in a
Yes,
thali style.
yes.
Yeah.
So, KK Thali जब आपने start किया, right? What is the reason? What motivates you to get into this business? Since you have a background of hotel management and
Yeah.
all this
Yeah.
cooking,
Yeah.
but what made you decide to get into this business with? Because if I look at the operation side of your business, it is not that easy. So, how
Yeah.
you made it so easy and have been running successfully?
No, we have standardized the format because, as you just mentioned, it's not easy to run a thali restaurant because it's the main thing of a thali restaurant is services and the products which do simultaneously production and serving. But we have made a core strong team of managers and business development executives, and we have a fixed standard operating systems. So we
Yes,
try and go ahead with that.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go to the next slide to understand more about the other details related to the franchise of KK Thali.
Yes.
Yes. So, I mean, after you have told that how did you conceptualize and running successfully, what are the reason why people should invest in KK Thali? वो कौन सी ऐसी चीजें हैं जिसकी वजह से what are the highlights, what are the USPs you have as a brand with the help
Yeah.
of which people would think to get into investment of your brand?
Right now, what we through our what to say Reiki or gone through many other cities and towns, we have found out that there is a big vacuum of premium thali restaurants in most of the cities. Youngsters are moving towards fast foods, burgers, pizzas. You see every pizza parlor opening every nook and corner of the city, but
Yes.
you never see a thali restaurant which is premium in its dining experience open so frequently. So even a general person will also say that अगर lunch में या dinner में इधर थाली मिल जाती या ऐसा कुछ मिल जाता जो घर जैसा हो, still we get that effect of a restaurant and services.
Correct,
So
correct.
this is the main thought behind this
So as
thali
you rightly said, that ghar
business.
ka khana, because your thali, if I look
Yeah,
at the Zomato pictures or anywhere, I'll
yeah,
find the way
yeah,
you
yeah,
treat and the way you present. It's more speak about ghar ka
yeah.
khana, right? So obviously
Yes,
that is
yes,
one of the reason people connect to their food, right? When you connect to a food,
yeah.
obviously it helps the person to invest as well. And I can see
Right,
the
right.
point head chef. So you have a
Yeah.
someone who is the corporate chef who is taking care of the operations when it comes to the quality of the food, and then the menu mapping,
Yeah.
and the portion and other stuff, how much should be the quantity of each
Yeah.
spices and condiments to do the preparation. So do you have someone who
Yeah.
is taking care at the back end and is responsible for the successful venture of yours?
Yes, we have, but we in our Thali franchise we call him as the Maharaj.
Hmm.
So the Maharaj is responsible for all the qualities and portion, and he also
Hmm.
will train the upcoming Maharajas under him what to order according to the season, the taste, the spices, and everything else. Whatever is connected to the preparation part will be controlled by Maharaj and trained by the subsequent Maharajas also trained through them.
Right.
Yeah,
And even the fourth point, which I can find it is very interesting. Even on the peak
yeah,
hours, the staff is specially trained to provide quiet services with a
yeah,
hand mannerism. So, could you? I have a really curiosity to understand more on this part.
yeah. No, we have some mannerisms developed by the waiters and the services staff, and you everybody wants to like have a silent meal or a meal which he can
Yes.
enjoy without any chaos, or even if it's a restaurant is running full, which we have almost every day, our house is packed, but
Oh,
still the waiters are trained not to make any noise, and through just their mannerisms the other waiters come to know that this table needs
requires.
sabzi
Oh,
or needs sweet or needs papad or whatever. They
anything. Sure.
make gestures, yeah, make
Sure.
gestures rather
Sure.
than shouting or calling names.
Sure. So
Yeah,
we come to know from Mr. Karthik Raja that why people should invest in KK Thali restaurant is considered as one of the good opportunity to invest in franchise. Yes, people relate to the Indian food.
yeah,
So that is the reason they consider as ghar ka khana, and there are many other factors like the treatment and then ambience, the menu,
yeah,
head chef who is controlling everything, right?
yeah,
So these are the reason why people should invest in KK Thali franchise. The
yeah,
next, let's speak about the investment. Yeah, so I can see, Mr. Karthik, there are the different models, from quick to compact, and from compact to comfort, and from comfort to king.
yeah,
And with the area requirement and investment you require, the franchisee fee, what you have as a brand fee, and the ROI. Please elaborate me. We will start with the quick service restaurant.
yeah.
Please explain this. Over to you again.
Yes, I just forgot to mention that our logo also says authentic Gujrastani.
Yes.
So the cuisine is a combo which we have created a new word. Other many of us have not heard it. Also, it's a combo of Gujarati and Rajasthani food.
Hmm.
And as you rightly said, there is an emotional connect with the food which we serve. Almost 25 items in unlimited premium thali services.
Hmm.
So now I'm
Sure.
moving over to quick service outlet, which is known as QS Quick in our formula. The area required is. Uh, can you zoom this? Is it eight 800 to 1,000 square feet?
Yes.
Yeah. So the area required is 8,000 to 1,000 square feet. The investment is 14 to 18 lakhs. We'll be giving all the details related to what will be going through in this 14 to 18 lakhs. We have a composed plan for it.
Hmm.
The franchise fees is 3 lakhs and the ROI is 18 to 24 months. So just to have a idea how will this be achievable. So let's say the area is approx 800 square feet. We can even do with less. It can go from 600 to 1200. It's okay if it's even 600.
Hmm.
The base amount of sales what we are looking at and which can be easily achieved in quick model is
Hmm.
12,000 rupees per day
Sure. Sure.
minimum. So the monthly sales will come to 3 lakh 60,000.
Hmm.
From this, as it's a quick model QSR, we don't need service or
Yes.
waiters. It will be more like a self service or a takeaway kind of a restaurant.
Mhm.
So the salary will work to 80,000 rupees to 90,000 rupees. The food cost, what we are achieving in the first year, it will surely come down. But for the
Mhm.
first year and for the first 6 months, it will be approx 40% of the sales.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Since it's a early operation, since it's a new operation, you don't know how the response would be. And then,
Yeah.
once you have created a market, once people start coming over and again, you can easily judge that, and can easily control over, the food cost.
Yes, yes, it's easily done. But for 3 to 6 months, it will be like a trial and like what part of India it is, what is the
Yes,
season, what vegetables are available. We have to work out
yes,
with the vendors, get them to
yes.
a base minimum cost. So right now we are looking at 40% food cost, and I've projected a very realistic,
Yeah,
yeah, figures. So not painting everything green, as they say. And the
correct.
rent is approximately of the place should be around 35,000 to 40,000.
Mhm.
And the staff accommodation rent will be 10 to 15,000 for the staff to can stay outside the premises.
Mhm.
And there I've kept a column of miscellaneous, which is 2%, like around 10,000 to 12,000 rupees is miscellaneous, like some
Mhm.
repairing or some electrification or some beautification is needed or some marketing also.
Mhm.
So after deducting all these expenses from our monthly target projected sales, we still achieve a profit of 80,000 per month.
Great, great.
Yeah. And this is for 12,000 rupees per day.
Mhm. Yes,
If it
yes.
goes to 14,000 per day,
Hmm.
this is also quite achievable. I think even 14, it can go to 18,000 also. But I'm still
Hmm.
going for the minimum sales right now.
Yes,
So if we
yes.
achieve 14,000 per day, the profit will work to 1 lakh rupees per day.
Hmm. Hmm.
1
Understood.
lakh rupees per month. Per month.
And in QSR, it is only a service, it's takeaways, or
Yeah,
people can come
QSR.
and dine
No,
it,
QSR is more like in a mall or on
oh,
airports.
but still it requires infrastructure, right? The
Yes,
sitting and all. Okay.
yeah, sitting will be like common because in malls it's in a food court.
Yes.
So it will be not be done by the investor as such. This will be more focusing on the kitchen part,
Got it, got it.
kitchen and takeaway part.
And help me that what exactly the numbers would be in compact with 30
Yes.
seaters.
Yes, compact is starting from 1,200 square feet. We are
Mm-hmm.
looking at 30 to 40 seaters.
Mm-hmm.
The sales what we expect is minimum again 20,000 per day.
Mm-hmm.
So the monthly will be 6 lakh rupees.
Sure.
Salary, expected salary is 1 lakh 75,000 per month. Food cost is again
Mm-hmm.
40%, so it's 2 lakh 40,000.
Mm-hmm.
Rent of the place I'm looking at 50,000 per month. Again
Mm-hmm.
miscellaneous 20,000, which includes what I
Mm-hmm.
already mentioned, and the staff rent will
Mm-hmm.
work out around
Yes.
20,000 per month.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if we achieve 20,000 also in a 30
Mm-hmm.
seater, still
Mm-hmm.
there is a profit of 1 lakh rupees minimum.
Great.
Same way, if we achieve a sales of 25,000 per month, then
Hmm.
this profit will go up to 1 lakh 25,000 per month.
Hmm.
And we
Hmm.
are looking at achieving an annual growth of 6 to 8% in all these outlets.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. In all the
all the
models.
models. Yeah.
Sure, sure. Likewise, in the 60 seaters and the 90
Yes,
seaters,
right.
I can see up to 3.5 years you will get your money recover, and with the the cost of 75 lakhs, which is a very highly profitable model,
Yes.
which I can
Yes,
see.
Alkaji.
Yeah. So thank you, Mr. Karthik Raja, for giving us the good understanding about the investment and
Yes,
ROI.
thank you.
We'll go to the next slide to understand more about the support and other information,
Right.
about KK Thali. Yeah, so these are the expansion city which you are targeting at this point of time includes Bangalore, Delhi. So would you like to add anything, or would you like to help us in this regard? Where all do you, and what type of market you look for? So over to you again.
Yeah, this the cities what we look at. We can also add some religious spots like Dwarka, Somnath, or even
Hmm.
Haridwar, where there is a
Hmm.
market and a requirement for vegetarian restaurants and
Hmm.
thali restaurants. We are opening soon in Dwarka and opening soon in Surat within 2 months max.
Great, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So other than that, you look for Udaipur, Baroda also,
Yes.
Goa,
Yes.
Ahmedabad, Mumbai,
All,
all these
yeah,
locations
all
will
big
target for you.
locations or religious spots or even touristic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anybody, who are interested to take up a franchise, these are the location which are open. And other than that, if it is at a good location where there is a lot of food falling and then religious places where people come and high food falling
Yeah.
areas, so KK Thali is open for all these
Yes. Yes,
locations.
Alkali.
Let's go to the next slide to understand more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is going to be the look and feel of the outlets. Am I right, Mr. Rajan?
Yes, ma'am. The highlights of the restaurant will be same. What typically in a thali restaurant, what everybody expects will be more on a village theme or more ethnic. But what we are looking
Yes.
at giving a royal and royal ambience to the outlet,
Yes,
not giving
yes,
that
yes.
uh, giving desi or Indian food, but still the lavishness and the
Hmm.
of a modern infrastructure.
Right. So it's more like indie modern
Yeah.
sort of thing where the ambience would be, towards the non-traditional aspect and food will be
Yes. Yes.
traditional.
Yes.
Where will people actually would like to come and have
Yeah.
the feel of the
Yeah. It
ambience.
will it
Great.
will move away from the regular thali restaurants. What we have
Got it.
looked
Got it.
at.
Great,
Yeah.
great. We'll have a more picture. Yeah. So these are the location where we are starting. The Rajkot is the flagship outlet,
Yeah.
and they are opening in Surat location
Surat,
very soon,
Surat and
as
Dwarka.
being said.
Surat and Dwarka.
Dwarka.
Yeah.
Great,
Yeah.
great. Yeah, so there are the few questions which is from my point of view also, and which an entrepreneur would like to have the more understanding. Will the franchisee help entrepreneurs find a good location? So this is when somebody decides, somebody make up their mind to that they would like to go ahead with you as a franchise. So what type of support do you give in terms of finalization of a property? So you have few locations in your mind where you want a person to start the operations, or you will once they find a property, you will inspect and finalize it.
It
And
can.
also I would like to have the interior designing, once the property is finalized, what type of support are you going to give in terms of making the infrastructure ready?
Regarding finding a good location, we would surely like to help the investor or the franchisee look for a good location. And if he's owning or has a location in mind or has already made up his mind that this location is suitable, we'll just go and inspect the location and give a go ahead. No problem with that.
Sure, sure. And how about the interior designing?
We have a franchise architect allocated for KK
Hmm.
Thali, who,
Sure.
and we have a specific model specifications, furniture
Hmm.
style, the interior style. Everything is
Yes.
already on paper. It's
Well designed, well
already
planned,
modeled.
and
Yeah,
then
it's already modeled.
hmm. Hmm.
So the investor
The
will,
franchisee has to follow
yeah,
it.
franchisee has to follow the specifications, but still being transparent in our what to say in our program. He'll get an option either to hire our franchise architect
Oh.
or
Hmm.
do it locally. Given we'll give him the designs, he can do it locally also, but he has to follow all the specifications given,
Sure,
and there will
sure.
be
So whatever
regular.
the
Yeah.
specification you have, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and all the
So
all while the work is going on, our F&B manager or the architect will make visits to the property so to look at everything's going as per plan. But
sure, sure.
this will give a transparency to the franchisee or the investor.
Yeah. So if they want to get the infrastructure done from their side, even that is possible, but they have to follow
Yeah,
the guidelines.
yeah,
So being set expected by
yeah.
you.
But
Fair
there
enough.
will be
So we'll
sure.
have a next.
Yeah, there will be surely a franchise designing fee for that if he wants to do it himself.
Hmm.
Yeah, but then he's open to
Okay.
do it. He can select his own vendors or carpenters and do it himself also. If he's getting some cost saving through that, he can surely go ahead with it.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah. So related to this, we have another question lined up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So support, in terms that infrastructure is ready now, right? So what type of support post infrastructure or a restaurant gets ready, right? So what are you going to do in terms of pre-training, in terms of the menu training, in terms of your staff training, and after the start operation, what type of things you are going to do?
Yeah. Once the
How it
restaurant
will.
is ready for opening, first of
Mhm.
all, our head corporate Maharaj will be going there, and he'll be taking care, and the manager will also be going there, and they'll be taking care of the hiring process and selecting the whole team. And the franchisee can be ensured that who will be the Maharaj of that particular outlet or manager will be highly trained in the corporate or then the flagship outlet, and then only send there. He'll be going through
Yeah.
rigorous intensive training through in our flagship outlet 2 weeks before
Mhm.
he's joining the concerned outlet. And
Mhm. Sure.
even on the joining date, the Maharaj and manager will be having regular visits, monthly visits or quarterly visits, monthly visits during the opening period, and then it will
Yes.
be summed up, like it can be corporate visits also, or quarterly visits also, and even
Hmm.
my visit will be there at the outlet,
Hmm.
and it will
To check the
to check
quality
the
and to
quality.
do the
Yes, yes. Even
audits.
I'll be paying
Yeah.
regular visit to all the concerned
Sure.
outlets.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah,
Sure. Yeah. So yes, as you said that your system is very structured, and
yeah.
right from the training to the execution and doing. And what type of support are you going to give in the at the local level marketing? So how are you going to give a hand holding?
Regarding the local level marketing, of course, the franchisee has to hire the agencies to do the marketing. We have a central marketing which is done from Rajkot also. We'll be, of course, highlighting all the outlets
Hmm.
from our central marketing team.
Hmm.
But the locally, they have to hire a local marketing person or a social media influencer,
Hmm.
and we'll giving them all the menus, all the designs, and all the whatever we are following regarding the festivals or some promotions.
Hmm.
Everything will be provided. We'll be also
Oh.
assisting the franchisee in getting the required licenses.
Hmm.
Of course, he has to get it under his name, but also that assistance will be provided from the back office.
Hmm. Hmm.
So maybe he's new to the business and he needs some support. We are always
Yes.
available.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we have a good understanding in terms of the successful execution of restaurant once it's get opened.
right,
So
Alka.
yes, we have the good understanding why people should invest. How did you start, and then the support which you are going to give in hiring, and then what a franchisee receive in the training. I think we have covered all the important questions in this. So
Yes, Alka.
yeah, so there's a question from Rahul. Rahul, we will address this separately. I'm not very sure what exactly do you look for. If you're looking for a franchisee, then we can help you. And do please share your contact detail, so that we can speak to you directly, or share your email address if you want us to share the detail of KK Thali franchise. Yeah, so this is a message for all the viewers. Thank you to be a part of this today live session. For further inquiries, if you would like to know more about KK Thali and other opportunity in the food or any other industries, please contact us on the number flashing on the screen, which is 9844443200. You can visit franchisebazaar.com to come to know about the different opportunity in investment in franchisee business, be it retail or education or FMCG. So you can filter as per the investment, you can filter as per your location and the industry you want to get into. So all this thing can be accessed on franchisebazaar.com. And thank you, Mr. Karthik Raja, to be a part of today's session. I know that you are not in the city, but still you managed to, came on live and help with the different questions and the different opportunity which you have given to us and given to the viewers who would like to get associated with you as a franchise. So, any last word for all the viewers and for the entrepreneurs?
Oh, thank you, Alkaji, for having me on this live session.
It's
And
my delight.
yeah, for the franchises and the young entrepreneurs who would like to look for a restaurant business, then you can please go and join hands with us, KK Thali, and we promise we'll be achieving our dreams and heights together through promoting Indian heritage and culture.
Great, great. So with this note, I am ending up the session. Thank
Yeah,
you, Mr. Raja, once again.